Okay, so I've made up my own little doc cam here, so we're going to see if this is going to work or not. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to simplify rational expressions, okay? Now some of these things you already have done in the past, okay? We're just going to do it a little bit differently now, okay? So what we did with these types of problems was we took them and we said, oh, okay, well, we will just kind of look at it as little individual pieces here, little kind of compartmentalize it. And we said 8 divided by 12, that's going to reduce down to 2/3, okay? And then I've got x on the bottom and I've got x squared on the top, so just cancel one here, cancel one there, it leaves you with x on the top. Okay, I've got 3 y's on the top and 5 y's on the bottom. So cancel 3 y's here and 3 y's there. It's going to leave you with y squared on the bottom. Okay? Now with this one, what we did was we just said, oh, okay, well, we'll just go ahead and we'll put x as the denominator for both of these, and we'll just split it up, and we would have done it this way. Division by a monomial, and we would have said, oh, okay, that's going to give us x and that's going to give us 8, okay? But what we're going to do is something a little bit different with this, okay? So what we're going to do instead is we're just going to factor out x out of the top, okay? And that's going to leave you with x plus 8, okay? And you've got x on the bottom. All right, you just cancel these two guys out and you're left with this guy, okay? And that's all you got to do. So for this, really what you're doing when you're simplifying these rational expressions is we're just going to factor the top, okay? And then we'll factor the bottom, okay? And then we'll cancel what we can cancel. What you got left is what you got left. Okay? So, I'm going to kind of skip around this page a little bit. It's not exactly set up the way that I'd like it, but we'll deal with it anyways. All right? So, if I'm going to jump down here to number 8. Okay? And basically, I'm going to do the same thing I did up there. I'm going to factor the top. So, I'm going to factor out 2a. That's going to leave me with 3a plus 2, okay? And then I'm going to factor the bottom. I'm going to just factor out a. That's going to leave me with 3a plus 2. So I factor the top, I factor the bottom, then I just cancel what I can cancel. So the a's will cancel, and these two expressions will cancel, and we're just left with 2, okay? So if you go down a little bit further here on number 10, okay, this is the difference of squares. So you know those all factor the same way, so you just put up your parenthesis and you put x in the front, so that's your a, and then the square root of 9 is going to be 3, so that's your b, okay, plus minus, okay. Now the bottom is already factored, so all I need to do with it is just copy it down, okay? And then cancel what you can cancel. So these two guys cancel, and you get x plus 3 over x plus 2, okay? And you're done. All right. So let's kind of go to the next one here. All right. This one's a little bit different, okay, but only because of the way it's set up. All right? The way that it's set up here is the top's okay, but the bottom is not in descending order of degree. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rewrite it with that descending order of degree. So I'm going to write this as negative 2x plus 3. Okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and factor the top. I'm going to factor out 2x. And that's going to leave me with 2x minus 3. And generally, when the lead coefficient has got a negative, you want to factor that out. But also what it does in this case is it's going to flip the signs of the terms in here. Okay, so I'm just going to factor out a negative 1. Okay, that's going to leave me with positive 2x minus 3. Okay, and then I can cancel these two guys out. Okay, and that'll just leave me with negative 2x. Okay, so if we go down here to this next one here, number 5, it's the same type of deal. Okay, all I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out the negative in the front. Okay, and when I do that, it's just going to flip the signs on everything on the inside. Okay, and then I've got x plus 5. Okay, now when you factor this, I need two numbers. When I multiply them I get 20, and when I add them I get 9, so you're looking at 4 and 5, so I'm going to go with x plus 4 and x plus 5. Okay, put that all over x plus 5, and then cancel what you can cancel. Okay, and